What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Best Card Breaks. This is Nick, and we are live with our next case of 2024 Topps Heritage High Number. Another pick your team coming at you. How we doing today, everyone? Let me know who's hanging out. Say hello in the chat if you're joining us. I'm ready to dive in to the long break, guys. This is going to be a long one, probably a little over an hour on the break time. And we do the break backwards, okay? The reason for this is there's a ton of short prints and, variations and things of that nature. And mixed in with all the base cards. So instead of, missing a potential variation or anything like that, and then also to save time, so it's not a 2.5 hour break, we've been doing it backwards. We did this with 2024 Heritage. We're doing it with Heritage High Number because it's all base, and every single hit you can actually see based on the numbering. So, Rod Gilbreth, it's kind of covered by the stamp. Rod Gilbreth for the Braves on our 76, I think. So I'll kind of explain when we hit the first card. Even the aquas and the white and black borders and things like that you can also find just going backwards. So also very difficult packs to open, which also adds to the break time too. So but we're ready. I'll be here. I'm ready to get through this. Again, it's not the most enjoyable break to watch given the length and a little boring. A lot of stuff to go through. Is this our hot box? We might have our hot box starting us off. I'm not quite sure. So just make these packs so difficult. Hope you all had a great day. We are in the middle of a storm here, so that's fun. So you might hear some booms and bangs as the thunder is rolling outside. One half down. Anyone doing travel ball with your kids? Our season started this weekend. Unfortunately, not a good start, but we had some very, very close games today in the bracket play. We were down 3-1, and we had to hurry to get to the next inning so we could hit before time ran out. And luckily, we did it. We got a couple of punch outs pretty fast. Move into the next inning. We scored 2 runs to tie it up. Called one of the kids out at home, even though he was safe. That would have given us the lead. And then they scored 1 run in the bottom of the inning to win it. So it was a very, very close game and for our Sunday bracket play. So here we go. So like I said, we're doing it backwards. And once we hit, so this has we have our hot box here. So Jose Siri. And then here we go. First one, Aqua on the Marcell Ozuna. So you get a couple of these. 2 of these and 4 of the blues. So it says white border, which is funny. They messed it up in Heritage. I guess they messed it up here too. So it says white border at the top. That's kind of, we're looking for those words. Jake Cave. Patrick Wisdom. Most valuable players to $6.99 on the duel. We'll do a right-left duel at the end. Randy. Rookie pitchers and white border. So we got the Bo Naylor, dark blue. Beto. Young Hoo Lee to $6.99. Nice one, Giants. On the base chrome. Sandoval. Pablo Lopez. And Sal Perez to 225. Regular refractor. Those are sweet. All silver. Prelander Baroa and Aqua Tristan Gray. Gorman. Ronald Blanco. Oswald Peraza. Tommy Edman to 75. Nice black for the Cardinals. Keep these separated by numbering over here. These are really cool. I really like the full chrome. Just full chrome refractor. Nice silver card. Julita 699 is a nice chrome base. Next half. Hooley on the purple. Orlando Arcia. Dark blue Jordan Beck. Keller. Randy. This box takes the longest too because it's the hot box. Normally we'd be flying through. We wouldn't even have to stop. White border Alhuris Montero. Jacob Lopez. Susquas and image variation. Ranger Suarez. Say image, right? Yep. Image variation over to the Phillies. Dark blue Kevin Biggio. And Ramsey. Juan Pablo to 699. Thomas. Mini Tatis. So they put the minis in here now instead of as their own standalone set. Victory Leaders Quad. White border Rhys Hoskins. Juan Yepez. And black and white. Black and white variation, Bo Naylor. To the Guardians, closing out our first box. Hot box in the books. So that box takes us the longest to get through. All right, one down. Oh, it's our time. 11 minutes in. All right, number 2. Yeah, no relic or auto. I guess we didn't, did we? Flip through, make sure I didn't miss an auto. It says ROA. So let's see. Maybe I missed the auto. I'll have to pay better attention to the ROA going backwards. But we'll go back through really fast here. There it is. Yep. So it says ROA. So that's just my fault. I missed the ROA. I'll make sure not to do that one again. Parker Meadows. Over to the Tigers. Thank you for saying something there. In a minute on the Parker Meadows ink. I was so concentrated on the hot box and making sure I didn't miss the chromes that I totally forgot to look out for ROA. Machado on the jumbo. Again, we don't ship the jumbo cards unless they are autographed. All right, number 2. Hot box is done. This will be a heck of a lot quicker to fly through now. Fly through all the base. Another Meadows auto. You got more than one. You're looking for Colt Keith though. I'm glad. Tigers are a solid spot with Colt Keith. You know, they did put him in here. He was kind of the, you know, breakout, if you want to call it. Not that Parker is a bad one, but nice to have Colt Keith in here as well. All right, here we go, box 2. All right. Christian Scott, white border. Mini, nice one, Jackson Merrill. Dark blue, Kenley Jansen. Jazz to 225. How about him? I mean, the Yankees in general, guys. Holy smokes. Well, they have 35 runs over their first 3 games with unbelievable home runs. What do we think of the bats? They're perfectly legal. I think the Yankees are smart. And I think we're going to see, if this keeps up, if they keep hitting home runs, I think we're going to see all the other teams switch to it as well. And then we're in for a ride of a season. Dark blue, Austin Shenton. We're in for a wild ride for the season if that happens. Osvaldo Bido. Real one auto, Pirates. Not the Pirates pitcher we're looking for there. Jay Tony on the Bido. But it's they're perfectly within their bounds to do that. Mitch Garver to $6.99. The bat has to be, it's like 21.6 inches in diameter at the highest part, at the biggest part. And I guess that, I'm surprised that no one's ever done it, unless people have tried and they just couldn't figure it out. But it makes total sense, the thickest, heaviest part of the bat where the ball's going to connect, because it's always at the end. And you're not really hitting the ball off the end of the bat, at least you're not trying to. O'Neal Cruz to $6.99. Dark blue, Grayson Rodriguez. Roderick Munoz to $6.99. That one's shiny. Why is that one? They're both to $6.99, but this one's shiny. Maybe this is high number. This is a high number one. So they made him silver. White border, Orion. Rhys Hoskins to $6.99. Insanely chasing Kami. Yep. Manzardo's a good one with the Guardians to chase for sure. Melendez, dark blue. J.P. Sears to 75 for the Athletics. And that's it. No variations in that one. No image variations. All right, number 3. I do like that there's basically an auto in almost every box. Maybe the Dick Tidrow. Nice. Maybe the relics will be a little more valuable. They just don't pop up as often. Alright, let's see. We got Bulls. We got a bunch of breaks super close to full, y'all. Super, super close. Origins basketball. Our Series 1. Series 1 with the loaded up celebrations. Tons of short prints chasing that. What else we got open? Pokemon. Catching them all with Journey Together. 6 spots left there. And then Encore Football is finally almost full. 7 left there. Full case. Unbelievable discounts. Crazy cheap. Just to rip full case of football there. We're going to do Heritage half case tomorrow. Switch it up to a half case rip. Only have a little bit left. Only have a little bit left. Three Joey Meneses autos, 2 Jackson Merrills, 2 Corbin Burns. That's a lot of duplicates. Yeah, I know. I don't know how many our cases have been getting, but I've been hearing they've been about 10 autos on average. So that's phenomenal. And these boxes are way more expensive than they ever have been. And you know, I think they're starting to cool off a little bit because it still shouldn't be a $200 product. The boxes should not be. We're under $200 on the total break price. And then plus we've had to discount too. White border Tyler Molly. Justin Steele to 75 for the Cubbies. Image variation, Jack Leiter. Nice one, Rangers. Got those Rangers tonight. KGL. There you go. Yariel Rodriguez, Aqua. Isaiah Falefa to 225, Pirates. Tyler Cropley, blue. And TJ Hopkins, Real 1 Ink, Reds. Over to Alex Mack. You go, Alex. TJ Hopkins, Real 1 Auto. And Ryan Helsley to 699. out of 75 been in each box so far. I like that. Those are like 1 per case if you're lucky in the past. Tanner Houck, white border. Waldo Cabrera to 6.99 Yankees. Austin Martin, blue. Vidal Brujan, aqua. Mitch Keller to 6.99. Glass now, dark blue. And that'll do it. That'll do it for number 3. I agree. I think 125 is perfect. To have this available for 125, definitely great. I mean, you get 1 auto, right? Yeah, you get 1 auto, and then of course the extra numbered cards. So they did juice it, right? It's a beefed up product, but the yeah, 200 is still. Well, I mean, market was up to 240. We never got that. I think we were 185 in the shop, and we haven't sold a lot. So that tells you something. People don't understand. The general collector is not going to understand a $190, $200 box of Heritage. They just don't get it, especially when we have last year's available in the shop for like 55 bucks. We have last year's available so cheap. Now. Again, it makes sense to be 125, maybe 130. You know what I mean? But I think we'll see it. You know, I've already seen a drop. It started to drop on the market. So I think our pricing comes out to about 185 a box. Yeah, 2,200 bucks. Have to just leave them upside down. All right, box 4. Here we go. Bailey Ober. Ranger Suarez to 6.99. David Fry. Mauricio to 6.99. Landon Knack. Logan O'Hoppe. Bellinger. Michael Bush. Mini Joey Ortiz. Flaherty Aqua. Real Muto to 225. There's a Siri. We got a relic. Big old thick relic too. Clubhouse Collection. Manny Machado. Man, those are really thick now. I think that's just a base. It used to be like 55 point. Machado for the Padres. On the relic. Game used. Padres, J. Tony. Mark the flip stocks with letters. What do you mean? Doesn't it say it? Doesn't it say it right here? Because we'd found a flip stock before, 699. Not in this one, but in a prior release. And it was I thought it said it. I thought it says flip on the back. Only 4 numbered in that box. All right, number 5. Goldie. John Cooney and the Low Series said nothing. Huh. Yeah, it's about. I mean, I only recall one that I've ever pulled. Period, and I know how to spot her. I know what it looks like, but I thought it said flip. I don't remember. Here we go. Number 5. Merrill white border. Ben Brown blue. Mini Jackson Rutledge. Bregman Aqua. Hayden Wesneski to 225. This blue on the quad. And we've got Forrest Wall. Real One Ink Braves. Over to Wiley. Wiley Braves. Maybe in this one they added it. Oh, yeah, I have no idea. I don't know if we've pulled one. I do not know. Ryder Ryan to $6.99. Chris Sale White. I do find it funny that all of the white borders, the black borders, the aquas, and the blues all say white border on the back. It happened in regular Heritage too. There we go. Paul Skeens to $6.99. Nice hit. Pirates. There we go. I don't know if we pulled a Paul Skeens Chrome yet. Nice hit for J. Tony and the Pirates. Skeens in the big stand, hoping for some mojo there. Get some more Skeens action coming. Matt Chapman blue. Dylan Cease aqua. Mitchell Parker to $6.99. And Blake Snell image. Wait, what does this say? Color swap. Blake Snell. So I think it flips, I believe. The green and the purple's flipped, I think. Here we go, Giants on the color swap. Let's do this image. Okay, image, others. There we go. Eduardo Rodriguez, blue. And black and white, Corbin Burns, Orioles. There we go, closing out the next one. On to number 6. Mickey G. downside of ripping Heritage. Long break. Long break. Takes forever to open packs. Looks like we got another relic in this box. Here we go. But we do ship all cards. You get all these glorious base. All these glorious base cards. Here we go. Oliver Dunn. Starling Marte to $6.99. Vladdy Jr. Blue. Mini Clase. Trevor Story White. Riley Adams to $6.99. Eloy Jimenez on the blue. Aqua Daryl Hernandez. Irving Lopez to $2.25. Blue Connor Phillips. And we've got Kyle Tucker Astros. Relic. Over to Iron Fist. Iron Fist and the Stros. Ryan McMahon to $6.99. Josh Naylor to $75. Ben Brown, white. And that'll do it. Oh, no, not yet. Blue, Uwasawa. Forgot we got a little bit left. Man, that one's... See, I don't think it's a flip stock because the front's not grainy. But the back isn't grainy here. That's really weird. So this is almost like... I don't know if you can see. You can see the little grains here, and this one doesn't have it, but then the front's the same. The front's exactly the same. So that's... I don't think that's a flip stock. And look, you can see the difference. The colors are always different on the back, but that's really weird because that's flat. There's no graininess to it. I don't believe it's a flip stock, though. The flip stock, the front would be all rough. All right. 6 down, my friends. We are halfway home. Halfway home. 41 minutes. Probably another 40 to go. Do you see some payments rolling in? So our break should be getting pretty close to full. Very, very close. I know we were on Series 1 Encore Pokemon. Sounds like the rain stopped. All right, on to the second half, number 7. So we got 4 autos, 2 relics in that half. There's 2 more payments, so getting cruising. Not as many short prints as I would have expected so far. Image variations and things of that nature. Not every box has one, or has had one, so, you know, given I believe that they made less of Heritage High Number than they typically do. So I was kind of expecting to see at least one in every box, but we've had 2 in some boxes, so that kind of makes up for it a little bit. All right, box 7. Oh no, don't do this. Don't do this to me. White border Nick Martin, come on. I have to do this whole box now. Patrick Sandoval to $6.99. Luckily it looks like it's where the hit is, it flips. Addison Barger, which is kind of nice. Keibert Ruiz to $75. White border Austin Martin. Randy to $6.99. Blue Jock Peterson. Justin Turner. Regular Reds. Should have an auto in this box. Randy Rodriguez. Jared Jones to $2.25. Luis Arias blue. And Jose Rodriguez, Real 1 Ink White Sox. Over to Undivided Attention. And Ronel Blanco to $6.99, closing out box 7. Hopefully that's the only box where those cards are backwards like that. Or upside down, I should say. Here we go, number 8. jumbo. All right, ready to go. Whew, my arms are starting to hurt. Ripping so many packs. Box 8. Hessen Kierstad to 75. Nice hit, O's. Rookie action there. Tellez blue. Grayson Rodriguez to 225. Image variation, Marcus Stroman. Yankees. Undivided. There you go. Image. Blue John Birdie. And Cade Marlowe, Real 1 Ink Mariners. Over to Rog Father. Rog, let's see. Let's go one more. One more showcase hit. Now we'll start upgrading. Miguel Amaya to 699. Irving Lopez white. Peraza to 699. Cold Wind blue. Yuki on the black. Those are pretty tough to come by. Haniger Aqua. Nolan Gorman to 699. Eddie Rosario blue. And black and white. Seems like every time we have an image, we have a black and white as well. Connor Wong for the Red Sox. You go Rocks. Mini Jackson Chourio. Nice on Brew Crew. Close out. Box 8. 4 to go. Number 9. Lee Jumbo. Looks like we got another relic. Our third relic. Need one with a nice patch in it, though. Here we go, box 9. Image Shea Langeliers. Color, actually. Color variation. Shea Langeliers. To the Athletics. Luis Arias, Aqua. Prelander Baroa to $6.99. JD Davis Blue. Ian Happ to $2.25. Cubbies. White border on the rookie pitchers. Oh, here we go again. Randy Rodriguez to $6.99. Perfido Blue. Mini La Perfido. Randy Aqua. Harold Ramirez to $2.25 Rays. Blue Mitchell Parker. And we've got Michael Harris. Little game used bat piece there over to the Braves. Wiley. Rookie pitchers to $6.99. That's all Astros. Eloy White. Ramon Mariano. Juan Yepez to 75 for the Cardinals. And that'll be it for box 9. This is 75 out of 75. Three left. The home stretch. The home stretch of Heritage. Here we go. Let's check in and see what we got. We got 5 left in Pokemon, 3 left in Series 1, 3 left in Origins, and 6 left in Encore. So hopefully Series 1 and Origins are full pretty quick. We'll get those ripped ASAP after this break. Olsen, regular jumbo. Super, super close to full for the whole night. Dang, another relic. That's going to be 4 relics in the case. Not as good of a case on the auto front. Speaking of autos, we need some big names here. These last 3 boxes. Seems like a weak case of Heritage so far. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Box 10 of 12. Cade Smith, Aqua. Reese Olson to $6.99. Montas Blue. Lane Thomas to $75. Hernandez White. Rowdy Tellez to $6.99. Cutter Blue. Lopez, Aqua. MVP 94 to 225. So White Sox and Astros. Jacob Amaya blue. And Logan Gilbert. Sure these are, yep. Logan Gilbert Mariners on the relic. Over to Rogfather. Robbie Ray to 699. Oh, this is nice. How about missing signature Shota Imanaga? That's a good one. There you go, Cubs. Undivided attention. Nice hit. Missing signature Imanaga. See that? We'll bump our Jack leader. This is inked, right? And we've got blue Whit Merrifield. Spencer Steer to 699. And that's box 10. 2 left. All right, box 11 coming up. Yeah, golds are out of 5, right? I know we pulled a duel. I think that's it so far. I do like that the out of 75s are popping up almost 1 per box. Those, I mean, they look so cool. They're numbered to 70. We have almost as many out of 75s as we do 225s. It's pretty crazy. That's quite impressive. Usually you'd think you'd have like a quarter of the amount. You're out of credit? It wasn't that much. It wasn't that much. Well, I mean, it's not to say it's not, but it goes quick when it's that low. Was he at 300, right? All right, number 11. Here we go. Yeah, I was thinking for a second. I was only thinking it was like 100 or 150, but yeah, 300 definitely not chump change, but we've had them get way up there before. Which I'm sure you recall. And then the Topps Chrome is still newer. You know, we started doing the Topps Chrome bounty. Oh man, sometime last year, I believe, sometime in 24, we added the Topps Chrome to 75. Kaiwei Ting. Robert Suarez. Jason Foley. Ziegel Duran to 225. And rookie infielders blue. Samad Taylor, Real 1 Ink, Royals. Over to Mike Lynn. Yeah, the J-Rod Super was 3K. Yeah, we had it up to... Boy, what was it? I'm going to have to think. Did we get it in the 6s? I know it's been in the 5s once, maybe twice. I think we got into 6. We actually, no, wait. We might have got into like 8. I think it was up to 8K at one point. We got Yankees and Braves. That's a nice one. To 6.99. Mantle and Hank Aaron. We'll do the left-right random at the end. Looks like we have a couple of left-rights. Left-right numbered cards. I want to say we got it up to 8K right before 24 draft, I think. I believe it was just before 24 draft. It was up to 8K. And we hit it right, like literally right before, like the week before. We were doing so much Bowman, it was wild because the bounty was so high. Molly white border. Osvaldo Bido to 6.99. Image variation, Jared Jones for the Pirates. Pirates, Jared Jones. Paredes, white border, or sorry, blue. That's the Paredes. Mini Jack Flaherty. Maestrini. Nico Horner to 6.99. Randy Rodriguez. And one box left. One to go. Closing time. Check out the other breaks. They're almost full. Everything has like 5 or less spots left. Get them filled up. Get them, get them, get them. What was that? Ouch. Pete. All right, we need a little something here. This has not been a very good case of Heritage. Where's the pack? I have an extra pack. Missing a pack. What's going on? There we go. All right, that's easy. 25 tops filled. Sweet. So that rips next. That'll rip right after this. So we've got Encore Football, Origins Basketball, super close. 5 left in Pokemon. I think that's it. There's one more. It's the other one. Nope, that's it. See if we can fill the night. Fill all the breaks. Clear the board. Start fresh on Monday. I think I'm going to bring back 24 Draft, a full case tomorrow. We should really be ripping Bowman right now with the season starting, and it hasn't been filling as well for us. So we'll see. We'll see how a full case of draft is. We got Cam Smith that's playing in the majors. So those Cubbies are great. Caglione is amazing. Great products. All right, box number 12. We are finally here, an hour and 15 minutes later. Let's close out with a big Real 1 auto here. We need something big. I think we're going to get it because I don't see a thick card. So, Blazovic Aqua, or at least getting an auto, I should say. Skubal to $6.99. Jazz Blue. Santana. '61 MVP to $6.99. We've got the Brewers and the Phillies. Lopez Blue. Juan Pablo Martinez to $75. And that's awesome. Almost a black in every box. I think we've got like 10 of them over here. Two more in basketball. All right, here we go. Last half. Matt Waldron, Aqua. Sawinski to 225. I mean, outside of the Hooli and the schemes, our chromes have been really rough. Doyle. And Nick Lofton, going to be our final Real 1 auto. Not a whole lot of love on the auto fronts. Royals got number 2, Mike Lynn. And that's a pair of Royals autos. Ryan Weathers to $6.99. Jordan Beck. Mini. And Wyatt Langford image variation. There's a nice one for the Rangers to close it out. Langford variation. Rangers. KGL. Very nice. And we have a Ranger up here. Thought we did, but I guess not. Alright, we'll bump Marlowe. Oh, we did at the beginning. We had Jack Leiter. Took him off. Cody Bellinger Blue. We even do well in our blues and whites and aquas. We got a Jackson Merrill, and that's about it. No love from any of the rookies on those. There we go, friends. That is going to do it for tonight's case of Topps Heritage. Stay tuned here for our recap. That'll be Series 1 time. Series 1. All right, here we go. Let's check it out. Some variations and things. So we do have a few nice minis. We got Merrill, Tatis, and Churio. Black border Yuki. I think this was the only one in the entire break. Only black border. We got a white border Merrill and a Hu Lee hot box. That was our best hot box hit. These are color swaps. Blake Snell, Shea Langeliers. And then we've got black and white, Bo Naylor, Corbin Burns, Connor Wong, and then image variations, Jared Jones, Jack Leiter, Marcus Stroman, Ranger Suarez. I'm sorry, we're going to have to wait on the Manzardo red ink. Fortunately, none tonight. No red inks at all either. These are all at a $6.99. Ryan Weathers, Tarek Skubal, dual, Phillies and Brewers. Set these aside. Beto, Horner, Suarez, duel of Mantle and Hank Aaron. Reese Olson, Rowdy Tellez, Robbie Ray, Spencer Steer, Prelander, Baroa, Randy Rodriguez. Quad, that's all the Astros. Oswaldo Peraza, Nolan Gorman, Miguel Amaya, Ronel Blanco, Patrick Sandoval, Arozarena. Starling Marte, Riley Adams, Ryan McMahon, Ryder Ryan, Mitchell Parker, Ranger Suarez, Ronnie Mauricio, Sparky Anderson, Oswaldo Cabrera, Mitch Keller, Ryan Helsley, O'Neill Cruz, Roddery Munoz, Reese Hoskins, Mitch Garver, Juan Martinez, and the Cardinals? Cardinals and the Braves. On the duel. So keep these guys aside so we can just go through them quickly afterwards. To 225, Jack Sawinski, Ezekiel Duran. We've got the Astros and the White Sox. Ian Happ, Harold Ramirez, Grayson Rodriguez, Jared Jones, Irving Lopez, Hayden Wesneski, JT Realmuto, Isaiah Kinner-Falefa, Jazz, and Sal Perez. Out of 75, Juan Martinez, Kai-Wing Tang, Lane Williams, Juan Yepez, Heston Kjerstad, Keibert Ruiz, Josh Naylor, Justin Steele, JP Sears, Tommy Edman. 4 relics, Logan Gilbert, Michael Harris, Kyle Tucker, and Manny Machado. And a few autos over here. Cade Marlowe for the Mariners, Osvaldo Bido Pirates, Samad Taylor for the Royals. On to the showcase. We've got Jose Rodriguez for the White Sox, TJ Hopkins Inc. Reds, Nick Lofton Inc. for the Royals, Forrest Wall Inc. for the Braves. Down on this end, Rangers with a Wyatt Langford image variation. Sweet hit there. Young Hoo Lee to $6.99 for our Giants. Parker Meadows, Tigers on the Real One Inc. Imanaga for the Cubbies, missing auto, super short print. Those are one of the harder ones to get. And we did get a little Paul Skeens love to $6.99 on the Chrome. There you go, Pirates, Mr. J. Tony. And that is going to do it. Quick random for our left-rights. And then we'll do one for our quads. So I think we didn't have any quads outside of a few like white and aqua and blue, those kind of ones. So, all right, got this ready. So we're going to do Heritage number 4 duels 3, 30, 25. 4 or higher on the dice roll. We got a 12. Left, right. That's not how you spell left. All right, here we go. Left, right, random for our duels. And then I'll quickly run through who gets those, and then we'll do a quad random. 3, 2, 1, and it is the left gonna take home all the duels. So we've got the White Sox taking home the 94. The Cardinals, I think that's the Cardinals. Oh no, that's the Rangers. It's Ivan Rodriguez. So Rangers on the duel there. Yankees with the Mantle and Hank Aaron, and then Brewers with the Raleigh Fingers and Mike Schmidt duel. So lefts, and then write this down. All right, now our quads. New giveaway. Here. Quads. Again, I think the quads is just some blues, aquas, whites. The base stuff we split up. We kind of just divide evenly. We got a 7. We did get a 3. That's why we re-rolled. So we're going to go top, left, top, right, bottom, left, bottom, right. All right, here we go. Quad random. This will be all the quad parallels. 2, 1, and bottom left. Bottom left, going to take them home. Those are all packed up into the sleeve pile, so quads, bottom left. There we go. That's going to do it, my friends, for tonight's case of 24 Topps Heritage. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Do appreciate you hanging out and joining as always. We'll see you soon, and take care.